Arsenal 2, Sevilla 0 player ratings as we obviously start off our day, and we're obviously going to be having an action day. I really believe that I really accept that I'm going to hit obviously not really come on time, but obviously I'm here and let's talk lots of things concerning Arsenal player ratings versus Sevilla. And we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslim is Balak Raufikum, and continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, Arsenal is topping the group with 9 points, and they're only left with just 1 point. If at all they gather it from the game of PSV away from home or that of RC Lens at home, then they're obviously going to qualify for the round of 16. That is for Arsenal. So here we come to obviously bring you the latest news and information as far as all this is really concerned. Now, let's start off with the goalkeeper, David Raya, right? David Raya was in between the stitches of Arsenal and kept a clean sheet, and this is the second clean sheet in a row at Emirates into the Champions League, and that is David Raya for you, and I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. That is my David Raya ranking. 7 out of 10 for me. That's what I'm getting David Raya. Benjamin White obviously had a very good spell, and I saw him yesterday being played into action with Bukayo Saka, courtesy of the ball supply from Jorginho, and he obviously had a very good day. Felt like nothing could stop him from obviously thriving, and he was not tormented off that side, and I give him a 7.5 out of 10 for me. That is Benjamin White, who played as the right back for Arsenal. Who started as the left back? That was Tomiyasu, and he closed down very well, though he later went off because he felt something in his muscle. That's the next story I'm coming up to obviously share with you onto this channel, that Tomiyasu is also one of those players that is going to have to join the Arsenal injury list, and I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. Central defense, William Saliba, he was only passed by once, and I think he misread the flight of the ball. That's why everything really went on to happen like that, and he went ahead to obviously put in a shift that everyone went ahead to obviously accept, and I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Saliba, to me, if Arsenal go further into this league, into the Champions League, he'll make it into the best 11 of the Champions League this season. And with Arsenal just having only 1 point to go to qualify, it obviously shows you that they're obviously going to go far. Why? RC Lens cannot survive at the Emirates, and I think when we return from the international break around the 28th, 29th of this month, this man will obviously be putting in a shift that everyone is obviously admiring to see that it goes the right way where they want it. So Arsenal qualify to the round of 16. Remember, the draws will be done in December, and after those draws will be done in December, Arsenal will have a chance to obviously sign in more players to obviously strengthen their squad in the January transfer window, and that means they'll be knowing who they've been drawn with, and that will help them to obviously put their shift to where they deserve it to be. So for the player of William Saliba, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. We go to Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes is another player that featured so much into that game of Arsenal as they took on the side of Sevilla. And Gabriel Magalhaes himself put up a very good show, and I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. And he's solid. His partnership with William Saliba is proving to be one of the best in the world. And even if you don't love Arsenal and you don't support Arsenal, for me I don't support Arsenal, but I'm one of those people who really come in here and obviously admit that that player is really of pure quality and he's obviously becoming good. He's one of those players who was not press resistant, but with the time he's spending with Mikel Arteta, he's obviously becoming one of the best press resistant central defenders, and his composure is building day in, day out. That is Gabriel Magalhaes, and I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. Jorginho, guys, if you saw that pass that resulted into the Bukayo Saka assist for the Leandro Trossard goal, you obviously know how good this guy is, and he obviously went in through to obviously find that pocket of space, and he utilized it very well, and Bukayo Saka capitalized onto it. This is what I told you, that if you want to see Jorginho become a better player, do one thing: continue to obviously give him consecutive games, and you've seen it that every time he has been playing for Arsenal, he has obviously going to have to put in a very huge shift into that midfield of Arsenal. You saw it even with Emile Smith Rowe, though he got an injury. But the moment he played games consecutively, he obviously became the guy that we used to know very well in the previous season of 2021-2022 that he was, who scored close to 10 goals and very many more assists into his season. So I'm giving Jorginho an 8 out of 10. Declan Rice, he's really another one who had to put in a very good shift on the night, and he put in the energy, he put in the passing, he did everything that everyone will really go ahead and appreciate him for, and that is Declan Rice. And I'm giving Declan Rice an 8 out of 10 too into that midfield. Then we go to Kai Havertz. He's one of those players that Arsenal fans have not gonna hate to notice that he's really improving. If there is a player who is really improving game in, game out, it has to be Kai Havertz. Yesterday, he really had close to 3 shots at goal. 2, I think, 1 was on target and 2 were off target, and it shows you how good he can be when he's played into the number 10 role, and he's obviously becoming better. So I think in the game of Burnley, he's going to thrive a lot because he's being played into a role that he knows very well and wants to play in very many times as an Arsenal player. So for me, I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. He went in for curling effort in the second half that missed to cross the back of the net by a fraction. So it shows you how good he's really becoming. Bukayo Saka, 1 goal, 1 assist. Obviously, he had a penalty call when he was brought down, but nevertheless, that never obviously stopped him to really thrive. Remember, that penalty call came in through when Bukayo Saka had not scored a goal. But in the 30th, 28th minute, Bukayo Saka capitalized onto that line-breaking pass coming in from the middle of the park from Jorginho, and he obviously released or did a very good square to Trossard, and Trossard buried it in the back of the net to make it 1-0 for Arsenal. Then later he made it 2 with that dummy. You know, he dummied that left back of Sevilla, and then he went ahead for the carrying if on the back of the net. That is the man for you, and he goes by the names of Bukayo Saka. He takes a 9 out of 10 for me. That's what Bukayo Saka really takes. You know, it has been long since he last scored, and no player is going to hit to register more assists in the Champions League more than Bukayo Saka. Saka has 3 assists, and he is really the man of the day. And for the top scorers, it's Rasmus Højlund and Alvaro Morata for Atletico Madrid, both having 5 goals. So Saka is really trying to prove us right. And if I told you what to remember, he scored, I think this is his 2nd Champions League goal, and I think this is his 3rd Champions League assist. So he's not far off from those wingers that are going to have to put in very many goals this season. That is Bukayo Saka. So I'm giving him a 9 out of 10 for his performances into that game. Bukayo Saka, 9 out of 10 for me. We go to Gabriel Martinelli with an assist for the 2nd goal, but it showed you that he had learned from the mistakes he did during the first half. During the first half, Martinelli was doing the same thing. He was really predictable, like running to the byline and obviously putting in a cross, something that I felt at the moment that it was not obviously working out well for the side of Arsenal. And I don't know why Arteta didn't tell him to obviously change the way he plays, because it's written nowhere that every time you get the ball, you should run towards the byline. And I would like to see him sometimes really cut into to make those chop backs into the pitch, not towards the byline. But you saw to it that when he made a different decision altogether and was at the center line and released Bukayo Saka, it obviously worked out well, and he found himself getting an assist. And remember, the previous game they played in Sevilla, he had a goal, and this time around he has an assist for that goal. That is it coming in from Martinelli, and I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. We go to Leandro Trossard. You know, this guy's mobility is what Arsenal misses. And I was asking myself, why Mikel Arteta couldn't really figure it out when Arsenal was playing against Newcastle, that he needed a more mobile centre forward like this guy. I know Eddie Nketiah has gone ahead to score goals like a hat-trick against Sheffield, but Newcastle is not Sheffield. That is it. And trust me, even the game of Sevilla, if at all they really had Nketiah, maybe it would have been hard for them to score, because the mobility of Eddie Nketiah does not allow or does not involve others into play. That is it. So that mobility of Trossard has gone ahead to obviously help everyone right, and it does the best for the team. So I'm giving Trossard an 8.5 out of 10, and he put in a very good shift. Zinchenko came on for the injured. What was it then? Zinchenko came on for the injured Tomiyasu, and really had a very good shift into that fixture, and he played really very, very, very well. Then who else? And I'm giving Zinchenko 7 out of 10. He really put in a very good shift, even had a shot at goal, and he improved the mobility of Arsenal and moving the ball fast in the midfield. That is Zinchenko. Then Jakub Kiwior came on through, 6.5 out of 10 for me. Reece Nelson, I give him a 6.5 out of 10. Fabio Vieira had a go into this game of football, and I'm giving Fabio Vieira, Fabio Vieira, 7 out of 10. You know, I'm just in love with Fabio Vieira. That is it. I'm in love with Fabio Vieira, and I love everything that he obviously portrays on the field of play. Then the other player that came on through, El Nini, you know, I saw him before he came on through. Arteta was obviously giving him instructions on the field of play, and he was really ready to take it on to where it deserves to be. And I'm giving him a 7 out of 10, because it has been long since I last saw him kick a ball for Arsenal, and this might be his last season for Arsenal in there for you, because his contract might not be renewed by the club of Arsenal. So I think those are the 5 substitutes that Arsenal really made. And let's go to Mikel Arteta. I'm getting him a 7.5 out of 10, because he really did a very wonderful job not having Jesus, Odegaard, Eddie Nketiah, Thomas Partey, and Julian Timber, and losing Saka and Tomiyasu in the due course of the game. And you obviously comfortably win that game by 2-0. It obviously shows you how Arteta read the game well, and obviously came in with a best narrative, to obviously the best program or blueprint to obviously beat the side of Sevilla, and Arsenal we are comfortably seated there. So the man of the match is none other than Bukayo Saka. You all agree with me? Bukayo Saka takes that man of the match reward, and we all agree with it that he was the best player on the field of play with an assist and a goal. So tell me your thoughts on my player ratings and how you would rate these players on the scale of 10. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims Barakallahu Fikum. I'm returning with the match reaction. Liverpool is being destroyed in France by Toulouse, and it's now 3-1 in favor of Toulouse with just 13 minutes left for this game to come to an end. Liverpool have gone ahead to draw with Luton Town, and now they've gone ahead to lose away from home. I don't know where this leaves Jurgen Klopp and his team. Bye-bye. See you later. The Muslims Barakallahu Fikum. The Christians, may the living to God bless you abundantly. Me out.